Hakuto Academy. To the world, it was the pinnacle of academic excellence. To me, it was merely the most challenging simulation I'd been dropped into since the Aegis program. For months, I mastered its cutthroat social ecosystem, a game where every test was a battle, and every friendship a strategic alliance. My control was absolute. They saw a charismatic honor student. They had no idea I, Shinomiya Takuya, was a product of a facility that valued cold logic over human emotion. My training at the Aegis program taught me to see people not as peers, but as assets, or obstacles. Here, at Hakuto, that mindset was not a flaw. It was the key to survival. In the Aegis program, failure was purged. At Hakuto, it was merely punished with social annihilation. Every lesson was an intelligence-gathering mission. Every conversation a subtle play for dominance. While they competed for grades, I was playing a different game entirely. The first sign of system failure. My homeroom teacher's voice, usually firm, held a tremor. In Hakuto's ecosystem, a teacher's fear was a predator's scent. This wasn't a routine inquiry. This was an anomaly my models hadn't predicted. A public summons. Inelegant. Brutal. It was a tactic used to shatter reputations. A move my rivals would applaud. My mind accessed a dozen protocols from my training, but the variables were shifting too fast. The flawless facade was being challenged. The Aegis program's first lesson. Never show shock. Never show fear. I moved with a slowness I didn't feel, projecting an aura of inconvenienced confidence. Every eye was a sensor, and I could not let them detect a single flicker of weakness. This was an extraction. At Hakuto, your social standing was your life, and mine was bleeding out with every step. The whispers weren't just noise. They were the sound of my influence disintegrating. A tool deemed faulty was being removed from play. My mind was a battlefield of contingency plans. Discredit, deny, deflect. But the cold truth was settling in. I had been outmaneuvered. The perfection I built was an illusion, and the system I mastered was now ejecting me. This was the moment of judgment. Not by a teacher, but by the very institution I sought to conquer. Behind this door was either my reinstatement or my ruin. The calculated life I built was balanced on a knife's edge.